Welcome back to Raw Talk. Today we're joined with a man whose boxing mind needs no introduction whatsoever. Trainer, strategist, a man who has been in the trenches and at the top table. Peter Fury. Peter, thanks for coming and giving me the opportunity to come to your gym and talk to you.
You're welcome. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Introduction is very good. I can start to believe that myself.
So, first and foremost, you've seen boxing from the very darkest place to the world stage, right?
Yeah.
In your own words, what is the single biggest lie young fighters coming up believe about success?
Success is a lot of young fighters, they want the fame and the money, the flash cars and this and that, but that's the least of it. That's like watching a good movie, it's over. The quick fixes. But real success is being respected as a man and achieving your goals and respecting what you've achieved. Because to be a world champion takes some getting there. That's above everything. It's what you do. Business is a sideline. That's going to come. When you're good, he's always going to come. But it's making you into a better person as well. That's the thing. Behaving like a champion, having that respect and everything else. Ultimately being a world champion in and out the ring. That's the biggest thing, I think.
So it's this Mayweather stuff where you're throwing money around and this kind of image. A lie.
That's a lie. It's a load of shit. It is what it is. Being a real man is worth more than any gold.
No, I don't agree with that.
You can't buy respect. It's a true saying. You can't buy respect, so you can't buy people. Good people you can't buy. I know a lot of wealthy people. I wouldn't give them time of day. The sly, the false, they think they can buy everything. They're all about a suit of clothes or a handbag or a watch or some shit materialistic crap.
You train fighters, you train prospects. What's the single biggest facet that separates a fighter that thinks they want it to the ones who actually want it?
They all want it until they get punched up and down in the face and they've got to go through hell and back. Then it's a filter system. You see who wants it, you see who doesn't. You see the ones where you say it's not good enough. That's dog shit really. Nothing's dog shit because they're getting in the ring anyway. I say this to a lot of fighters because I want to see how they react to it. Because real men will react to criticism like that and think, just bite down and crack on with it. They're prepared to walk through walls. That's what makes champions. People that need smoke blowing up their ass and when they don't do well, they take it funny or they start sulking, don't belong in this game. Because you're not going to be a world champion. It's simple.
I hope the kids are watching this. The kids coming up, listen to this, man.
Take criticism because it's healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
Not in. Listen, what are we here to do as trainers to guide young fighters, especially middle-aged men like myself? You're here to guide them to grow mentally and physically. If they don't like it, they shouldn't be in here. Because they're not learning with it. Take criticism and go on and go on and go on and get better and get better. It's over time. There's no quick fix.
So I see in interviews that I've been watching that you talk a lot about mindset. In your opinion, what is the most underrated mental trait a fighter needs in 2025 with all the added pressure of social media?
Look, if a fighter's going in that ring and he's thinking, how am I going to look? I hope I do well. If I don't do well, I'm going to get criticised and all this. You're not ready to be a champion. You're not ready to step up any kind of step up because you're insecure in yourself and you're not ready. A real fighter knows when he's worked hard in his trainer and they're in there, it's not about anybody. Don't forget, they're sitting in their armchair. They're not in there doing it. Even I'm not in there doing it. So we can all talk outside the ropes, yeah? It's whatever you're going to do, don't go in there with baggage. Don't go in there with no baggage. I'm going to do the best of me. Win, rain or snow. If I get flattened, I get flattened. Whatever happens, I'm going to stick to my thing. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to be loose. I'm going to be relaxed. Because unless you're all of that, you can't perform like a champion. You've got to be relaxed and you've got to have no extra baggage. It's hard enough getting in there and got the man when the bell goes in front of you. Not, I want to look good. I want to do this, I want to do that. When you want to look good, go and get a shave and go and get a suit. Go and, go and look at yourself in a mirror. It shouldn't involve boxing. So take the pressure off. Take the pressure off. If you've got enough pressure to do, listen to the instructions. If you're not ready for this, then this is what you got to do. You got to clean all that bullshit out. Because, listen, you can be the best thing since sliced bread. Drop a decision. He's not what I thought he is. As a matter of fact, he's pretty shit. You've seen world champions lose and be talked about like the rubbish. So why should you bother when you're coming up how you're going to look? Because even on your best night, you're the greatest. On your shit night, you're the shittest.
It's true. Bare knuckle. Amateur, pro boxers. Which discipline produces the toughest mindset in your opinion, Pip?
They're all combat sports, and I think to be, whether you're a swimmer, badminton player, tennis player, footballer, you can be whatever you want. It's all strength of mind. It's your mindset, how you're prepared, not just to walk through walls, because you've got to have that mindset anyway, that's a given, but it's how you go about your training, your tactics, and how you learn. To me, what makes a world level fighter is a very good listener. Somebody that's got a good IQ, sensible. And I say to a lot of these fighters in here, don't come down to somebody's level, because if that's the case, I can go and get a brawler out the pub, get him in there with a pair of gloves on, stand in front of him, and he'll give you a high elbow, because you're not using your skill set. Don't come down to that level. This sport is about levels, and skills pay the bills. That's a very true saying. So toughness is there. You don't need to be a tough guy. Work on your skill set.
If you don't learn, you don't earn. Sakoi, that's one of my own.
It's not a bad.
I thought you'd like that. Oh, Danny King has its reign. When a king reign comes to an end, the natural order of things is that the next one comes up. Now, Usyk's not going to box forever. So if that was an opportunity to fight for a world title, let's say Talma's number one with the WBO, would that be something yourself and your team would entertain for Hughie, providing he's fit?
Of course, look, any of these heavyweights, when it comes to a world title, it's a world title. Fighters, unless you're in here to fight the best and you want to be the best, all these types of fights are possible. So yes, whoever's got the belt, and whoever, when he gets his chance, he'll take it no matter who it is. There won't be no swerving anybody.
I couldn't believe how young he is still. He's just turned 31 in September. He was saying it's like ridiculous. It seems like he's been around for 2 decades. It seems like he's been around for ages.
So he's been around, and Dan knows Hughie up personal because it's started for years now. And the thing is he's had his issues. It's not boxing where he's had his issues. He's had his issues outside of the ring. Looking forward to him to coming back, and nice
Same. I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing to see what this next stage in his career, is what he's capable of.
Exactly. So he's had some trial and errors, but let's get going.
So did you watch the fights at the weekend? The main events?
I did.
Is there any fights? Was there any fights that in particular stood out in your mind?
I liked the Adam Azim fight. I thought the American was very tough, and I thought he'd done very well to grind that stoppage. He didn't look like he was going anywhere. So to be fair to him, I thought that was a world-level performance from Azim.
I was very impressed.
I was impressed with that. Who couldn't be? That was a good performance from him. And the main event, I was looking at the main event there, and the main event, what Ben was doing this time, what he never done last time, he was loading up from the outside. What I mean by that is he was too far away and he was telegraphing his shots, looking to those big shots coming in, and then Eubanks could see everything. This time, he feinted his way in properly, got his feet there, that down and up with the jab every single time.
It was something I noticed. Level
It
changes.
was 100% different Ben in there. So I thought he's done excellent. Very, very good. Eubank for me, he seemed like he couldn't get out of second gear. Is that because obviously Ben was a different fighter, which he was, a different 100% improvement from Ben, which, I said to a few people here, I said he would be. And I did fancy Ben for this one, to be fair. But I think Eubank left it all in the gym. For me, he looked... I said on an interview, I don't know where I done it, but he mentioned this to me, and I said it's not a good idea him doing the same thing again, making the same weight, because he looked drained last time. But he seemed to handle it a bit better. But this time, he looked flat. He looked flat and he couldn't get out of gear. And that to me means you've left it all in the gym.
How does that happen, Peter? And that's a genuine question. I'm just asking you man to man. How can you train for a fight, right? I don't know, it's 8-week camp, how long camp you've got, 6-week camp, whatever it is. How does that happen?
Well, it's very simple in his case.
About the weight drain?
He's got to eat like a sparrow to get the weight off. Yeah? And he's got to train hard. Them two recipes is disaster. So it's got to be done very, very intricate. Not easy to drop that weight and train hard. So look, you need fuel.
I see.
To train. So when you're dropping that weight and you're dehydrating so low, he was probably already on the edge anyway. And then he's had to go in the sauna, wear these bags. I'm afraid to say, you're not doing it in 24 hours or 48 hours and getting all of it back.
What's your opinion on these sort of kind of fights when welterweights fight super middles and this kind? They're like almost freaky fights. That one's handicapped, right?
Yeah, the fighter coming up, he's got bull strength. you know, because he's eating more, ain't dieting. He's bull strong, and Ben looked bull strong.
He did.
Yeah.
To
With
be fair to
Eubank, he's coming right down. He's drained. He's nutritionally drained. Yeah, and he's drained. And you know, he looked like he left it all in the gym. That's my opinion. He looked like he was in a swimming pool. I can't take anything away from Ben's performance.
You can't.
Because
You cannot.
this was 100% improvement from him from the last fight he had. 100% improvement. He was very hard. I thought his boxing was perfect strategies with everything. Tony Sims needs a lot of credit as well.
Yeah.
You know, to get him in the shape he was in, mindset, the confidence. It's a full package. So what young Ben done was tremendous there. He did. He
Bet all the welterweights to watch that and thought, oh, he's coming back down.
You know what it's done for him as well? It's giving him so much confidence.
Yeah.
This young kid can be a world champion. I think he will be. He's definitely going to follow in his father's footsteps for sure.
How do you see Benavidez versus Yard going this weekend?
Benavidez looks special to me. There's elite. He looks at an elite level. I hope Yard does well. He's from England. He's a very nice lad. It's a tall order for him. Is it possible? Yeah, because when you can bang, you can bang. But I haven't seen nothing in his previous fights leading to this that's going to cause Benavidez big problems. But listen, styles make fights. So let's see. I wish him all the best, but it's a tall order for a fight.
Please, any heavyweight. This is in your mind's eye. Imagine you could pluck any heavyweight from the past and train him for 12 months in this gym, in your stable. Who would it be? Why? And why would he improve in 12 months? Complicated question. Take your time.
I'm a big fan of the olden days. I liked the Jack Johnson, Tony's, the Dempsey fights, Rocky Marciano. There's that many. I'd like to work with any of them.
Pluck them from in a time machine. You've got a DeLorean parked outside
Yeah,
with
definitely.
Michael J. Fox
Imagine training Jack Johnson today.
in this gym.
So, or Dempsey. Oh, there's so many, isn't there? And even some of the lighter weights. There's too many because I'm a big fan of all of them, to be honest. So yeah, I look at it. But I'm not saying anything because of the modern era's not all that. That's not what I'm saying at all. I even watch black and white films. I like looking at the older fights. Sugar Ray Robinson and all that. All of these type of fights, I look at and these fighters. So yeah, it would be a privilege if ever that could happen. But obviously it's not.
You interview enough. What does he bring? What do you find his biggest facets are?
I've said even before I've sparred with you wrestler, he's the best technical British fighter in the heavyweight division.
Can't be that good. He's done 8 rounds with you. Look, he ain't got a mark. Even his hair's combed and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, he has put me nose. Yeah, technically, he's very good. I think his ring IQ, his ring generalship, the way he sets him, you think he's there to be hit, and he's not. He's always an inch out of range. And his jab, the way he throws his jab as well, it's fast, it's explosive. You can't read it. You can read a lot of fighters, so you can see it. The twitch, or the telegraph, the shots, view with the door, it's just straight out and it pings. If he stays fit and he has that bit of luck now, for all them injuries are behind him, he's going to challenge for world titles in the next. So, I mean, have you ever seen a British heavyweight by the age of 24 who's been in with Joe Parker, Vetkin, won a British title, beat Sam Peter, beat Christian Hamer, and then he had the issues with the health issues, the injuries, etc. After that, I'm sure next week he'll put a dominant performance on, and then he needs to get a big fight.
Deserves it, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's
as
ready.
well.
100%. He's got everything.
Do you know? Look, a lot of these heavyweights. I'm not singling out or referencing anybody, but it's like anything else. You can only be explosive and use that power if somebody's going to stand in front of you and let you do it. What happens before you land explosive power? Somebody's ready and he moves and off centres you. Power's useless. I've had some of the biggest punches in boxing in here, heavyweights. If you can't land it, that power means nothing.